Hey guys, just want to do another video, a more detailed video, just a comparison between the Note 20 Ultra and the VIVO X Fold. So I just wanted to kind of go over more of the software, I guess, and then also a few cases, the battery, and just a few more detailed things. So I got this Note 20 Ultra about 3 weeks ago. It's been my daily driver ever since I got it, and I've always been someone who strongly prefers a foldable phone, and so I was pretty surprised whenever I began using this phone and I really took to it. Just because the last year, 2 years or so, I've been really kind of immersed with the foldable phone. I had the, Surface Duo, Surface Duo 2, Z Fold 2, Z Fold 4. I had some of the LG V60s. So I've had multiple phones over the last 2 years. I had the Unihertz Titan, which was a pretty cool device. That device was just too basic as far as software goes, and it wouldn't get updates and everything like that. So I would still probably have that if it was more supported by Unihertz. So on these two devices here, so obviously with the VIVO X Fold, it is a Chinese brand device, so it's not as globally supported as far as every application. Or certain apps like Ring, and if you have like ADT security or other securities systems, you can't get your updates as far as like whenever someone comes to your door, or just certain little apps like that. So that's kind of what led me to trying out this Note 20 Ultra. The last Note device I had was probably back in 2012. It was the Note 2. So it's been quite some time since I've had a Note device. And yeah, I really did miss it actually. So, all right, so just a little bit of an overview. So both is running Android 12. So see by the status bar, both kind of look similar. I have a custom theme on the Note 20, so we turn it in dark mode. Everything's a dark blue, and this is just like the basic blue right here. So yeah, so they're both in dark mode, make it possibly a little bit easier to see. All right, so I kind of have similar setups on both screens, calendars, emails, and stuff like that. So on the X Fold, I'm running stock launcher. On the Note 20, I'm running the Microsoft launcher, just because I like the feel of the Microsoft launcher. And then also on both of these devices, you can get the Google News feed. On the Note 20, it's just because certain phones from Samsung that go past a certain year, and this device was released in 2020, so you can't get the news feed from Google. You're stuck getting the Samsung news feed, which I really do not like at all. So I downloaded the Microsoft launcher, and which I did try on the X Fold as well, and it just didn't work. I guess because the aspect ratio of the screen, whenever you open it, it just throws it off, and after about 4 or 5 hours, it just starts being extremely buggy and just not working. So I'm sticking with the stock launcher on the X Fold, and the Microsoft launcher on the Note 20 is pretty interesting because you can have this little dock tray down here, and you can customize this phone by going to launcher settings, dock. You can have 2 rows or 3 rows or just one single row. You can customize how many columns you have in the dock and also the actual icons on the screen. You can show the background, so let's show you how that looks. All right, or you can take that back off. Well, I take that off, it looks better. All right, and then the Microsoft Launcher, you can customize your icon size, how many columns you have, font size, change it to small, medium, or large. See how small it looks. I like a better medium. Would be easier to see. Let's change that back to medium. Okay. So let's go here. You can change how your folders appear, the shape, open folders in full screen or not. So there's just a whole lot of customization, almost similar to like Samsung Go Lock. But again, I do prefer the actual Microsoft launcher, at least until Android 13 comes out, which it's already been announced for both of these devices, but it has yet to come out. For the VIVO, they had their launch event where they announced the newest Android, but it has yet to come out. I'm not sure if it's just not hitting this because I'm in the US, or if they just haven't fully released it or not yet. And then the Samsung, I know they released it in the UK and other countries, but I think it's just taking a little bit longer to get to this phone just because it is an older device. But it is officially coming out. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be the last software update for the Note 20 or if they're going to have more. So a little bit about the software. So both, you can zoom in to customize, go to your settings. Yeah, so you can do that for both. Change wallpapers from here, home screen settings. You can't do this from there. You have to go back to your actual settings to change the wallpaper from here. So a little bit of an extra step there for the VIVO. And yeah, I was really surprised how taken to the Note that I got, just because I've always been so drawn to foldable phones. Just because, tell me if you're doing something, which size screen would you prefer to have? One that's a singular screen or one that's bigger where you can do multiple apps at once? For instance, you can do maps and YouTube, all right? So this right here clearly looks a little bit better, right? As far as multitasking. But again, you can switch stuff around. Now let's say you're on Samsung, you have to go into here, go into split screen, and open up something else. Let's just open up calendar, for instance. All right, so which one looks better? Clearly on the VIVO, right? Because you have more real estate to use. And it's kind of like a single screen, a little bit smaller, but it's kind of like a single screen. So, like whenever you're in the car or truck driving, this is the better one to use. But as far as like an overall flow and experience, I've been shocked at how much I've really enjoyed the Note 20 Ultra, just because it's just more of a fluid device, right? And whenever it comes to setting it up out the box, you don't have to do any kind of special tricks or go into deep settings to get all of your notifications set up. It just works out the box. With a VIVO, it's like a 4 or 5 step process just to get all of your apps to give you notifications on time. So it's just quite a big difference when it comes to software. On the VIVO, you have all these little quick apps, which they recently updated in the last month or so to allow multiple apps to be in the small window, right? So you can go to Chrome, drag it into a small window, Okay, on the Samsung, you still can't do that. So let's say you go to Maps, try to drag it, doesn't do anything. So that is one win for VIVO. But just overall, let's say keyboard size. Okay, I just made my yearly payment to Mint Mobile, which is only $360 per year. Incredible service. I've had no issues with that. I will probably do a little follow up in this video for Mint Mobile as well. I've had an amazing experience with them the last year. So let's go to keyboard size. Okay. All right. So here's the keyboard differences. The size. This is a 6.9 inch on the Note 20, 6.51 inch on the VIVO X Fold. So you got pretty good size keyboard on both. All right, put a custom keyboard on here. Put both in dark mode so you can see it better. Dark mode. Okay. So let's go back. See, quite a big difference with the wider screen on the Note versus the still average, but a little bit more narrow screen on the VIVO. So here's that custom keyboard I was able to install through GoodLock, which is another cool feature on Samsung devices you can't do on the VIVO. You're only kind of limited to other custom keyboards you can download, like Gboard, Microsoft SwiftKey. So there's just a little bit more customization on the Samsung, just because it's more of a, I guess, globally supported device, because it is a US based device. So and then a little bit about the software. So you saw that on the VIVO. This is how it looks on the Samsung. You have all of your quick panels here, and what you can do so many things with the quick panels on the Samsung. You have like your most recent apps that you like, contacts, weather, your clipboard if you copy things. You can take a quick screenshot, just so many things. And there's so many more that you can do. Yeah, actually I have to go to settings for that and show you. So type in quick panel, or I'm sorry, edge panel. Okay. Edge panels. See all these you can download. Live messages, you can create live messages and send to people, tools, reminders. Go to the Galaxy Store. There's so many more you can download. Calculators, edge volume, just so many different things. It's pretty unique that you cannot obviously do on the VIVO. All right, so software support is going to be better on the Note 20, and then on the Microsoft launcher, of course, I showed you the dock. It's pretty much like a stock launcher, but you can have all these glance widgets over here, which is what I miss from the Microsoft Duo. So they have this built into their Microsoft dock. So we have all quick panels, your calendar, tasks, create notes. This came in very handy during the Thanksgiving break. Remember, I went to go visit back home. We were able to make like a grocery list and just use the S Pen to cross it off as we're shopping. So that was pretty cool, pretty convenient. All your frequent apps, documents, screen time, most recent pictures and apps, and it has a little news section to where you can keep updated with the most current news. So that's kind of cool to have whenever I've been missing the news feed from Google. So yeah, it's just a quick little software tour. Trying to see what else. So one of the main differences on the home screen is the folders on the VIVO. You can customize how they look. Obviously a little bit more on the Samsung. You really can't do that. You just get a basic stock experience with the folders, which isn't too bad, but okay. I'm trying to think what else I can show you here. mode off. Okay, yeah, so something else is Google Voice. I really miss using this. Ever since I had my Z Fold 4, it really came in handy a lot. So you can say, hey Google, how's the weather today? See? So it's just as simple as that. On the VIVO, they have their Chinese one that you really don't have a way to get around it. You can't use the voice assistant at all on the VIVO, so that's something you can't do. Samsung Pay, pull right here. You have all your cards, and then on the Note 20 here, it has the old style magnetic pay system, which is not on the S22 or all the newer devices from Samsung. So this phone will work at all of the old systems at every gas station, airport terminals. There's so many things that you can use that to pay if you don't feel like pulling out your wallet. So that's pretty cool. And of course on the VIVO, you cannot do that. It doesn't work with any US pay system. So, all right. Trying to think what else I can show you. I guess we can go over a little quick photo tour. So let's go here to some of the pictures I already had set back, not that one. Okay, let's go here. All right, let's see here. Okay. Photos, albums, pics. All right, so here's some of the pictures, okay? So I took some of these pictures on the Note 20 and some of them on the VIVO. So let's see here. This was taken on the Note 20 when we're coming back from our flight from Atlanta. So pretty cool image, pretty detailed. As you can see here, you zoom in, you can see quite a bit. This has a 108 megapixel camera, and this has a 50 megapixel camera. But VIVO partnered with Zeiss, so it's a very, very good quality camera. So I took this picture on the Note 20 right here. Okay, I took this picture on the VIVO, so you can see. Obviously, the VIVO has a way better camera for selfies versus the Note 20. This is kind of blown out over here. This is pretty detailed when you zoom in. All details in my beard. It's pretty blown out, right? So camera quality for selfies and just more detailed. Obviously, the VIVO is going to win. So here's some more pictures taken on the Note 20 right here. Pretty good in a low light right here. Let's see. And this is something else from low light on the VIVO. So a little game room in the back of the house. So see pretty good details with the lighting. And the VIVO is good at capturing shadows and lights very, very well. So it'll use the light in the photo to just create a better balance through photos. So you see right here, this was pitch black on both. So pretty good. I guess somewhat even quality, I would say maybe. And then here on the Note, from the other week out in Dallas. So I was able to zoom in. This is a normal camera view, 5 times zoom, 10 times zoom right here. So pretty good details. You can clearly read every single thing right on the truck. And this is 20 times zoom. So that's what the Note 20 is good about, is keeping details. Samsung has always been good with their focus in the cameras. It's really good at retaining details. So over here on the VIVO, this is from a delivery like a month ago in Dallas or so. So this is standard view. All right, pretty good. And this is 5 times right here. So you can see that sign right there, way in the back. You can see everything it says right here. So pretty cool. So both have pretty good cameras. This is the Surface Duo 2 that I had. I sold it about, I don't know, 2 months ago now. Really good device. I kind of miss it a little bit. Pretty good phone. Absolutely beautiful phone. Really enjoyed that phone. So just a little bit of comparison to the cameras right there. So now let's get into some of these cases that I have. So let me show you here. So this is my main case right here that I use for the Note 20. Pretty decent, simple OtterBox case. I also bought this case from Spigen. It's okay. It's a little bit basic, so I really haven't used it that much. Let me just show you the differences in the cases put on. So that's how the Spigen case looks. Pretty good, pretty simple. All right. Pretty nice case, I would say. Okay. And it has a good like rubber feel to it, so it has a really good feel in the hand. I actually might kind of use this next week, just to see the difference throughout the week of how it feels and stuff like that. Had pretty good access to all of the buttons. A little bit better access than the OtterBox, so it has a pretty good click to it. All right, I have a screen protector on the Note. Pretty good quality. It's pretty cheap. It was like $8 on Amazon, so you don't have any kind of issues with your fingerprint. So let's see how this other one looks here. So let's put this back in. Alright, so it just has a better feel to it. Alright. More harder shell. Just feels like it's going to be protected a little bit better. Then also a design difference in the two phones is the camera bump. So see the really nice sleek design. Case helps it from being too protruded. Then on your VIVO, really unique big design. Alright, so those are 2 cases for my Note 20. And here are some of the cases that I got for the VIVO. Let's go with the first one. Basic case. The official case from VIVO. Has a kickstand on it. Pretty good metal kickstand. So whenever you go to open it, actually just like this, go to open it, it'll stay up. Turn this auto rotate on. So it'll auto rotate right there, see? Good case. A few other cases that I have for the VIVO. This one right here, I bought from GitStop. Personally, really don't like it too much. And that's gonna be your issue whenever you go to find cases for this phone, is that, see this little part right here? It's so thin on the sides that when you go to put it on, it really just does not feel too protected. All right. So, and it doesn't really stay in place too well. So that's another issue with this phone, is finding good cases. So it'll seem like it's protected pretty well, but it's so thin that it feels like it's gonna come off. When you open it, kind of helps you hold the phone just a little bit better. So yeah, so there's that case. Probably really not gonna use this case, to be honest. It's only $8, so. Then this case right here is probably the best one I've seen so far for this phone. It's a little magnetic case right here. So it has a VIVO branding. And when you put it on, it snaps on pretty well. And it'll even tell you the time right there, your battery, and if you have any text messages or calls coming through, it'll display it right here at the bottom. So it's pretty cool. A little magnetic case. Go to close it, it'll automatically turn that outside function on. So it just works out the box like that. Go to open it up to the full screen. It'll stay in place pretty well right here. See, so it's pretty nice. Okay, that's something else I wanted to kind of show you too, that the animation that you do your fingerprint, you're able to customize it on the VIVO. Little design. On the Samsung, you can't do that, but it's still pretty nice to look too. Has that little watermark effect. If you go to open it up, do that one more time. So pretty good, pretty smooth. Both sensors are pretty good. I haven't had any kind of misimprints at all on either device. So see, pretty quick, pretty fluid. Okay, let's just take this case off. Both a little wipe down, microfiber cloth. Okay, yeah, so that's another more detailed comparison between the two phones. But yeah, I was pretty taken back at how much I really enjoyed this Note 20. Kind of show you a little bit with the S Pen here, comes built in. Of course, all Note devices come with that. As soon as you take it out, you can start creating little notes. Turn the volume up so you can see here. You can hear that sound right there. Whenever you're writing. Pretty unique, pretty cool. Okay. And of course, whenever you go in here, you can do all your little S Pen deals, make notes, view notes, screen write. Take a quick little screenshot and you're able to put any notes on this. Pretty cool if you're in class, you're a student or something like that. Pretty handy. So yeah, just an overall good device. But yeah, I have been more leaning towards a Note just because it's just more fluid to use. So yeah, guys, if you have anything else, anything you want to see, just let me know. Thanks, goodbye.